Hey guys, welcome to Bonafide Adventures. This is the truck camper build DIY series. I wish it was a fishing video, or even a camping video, but not yet. So for you folks who have been following along, thank you very much. It's been kind of fun to see the same number on every video of people watching. But we've really put a dent on these flowers I've shown you in the past. Some of them are even new. These guys, they must be for next year, because we're wrapping it up here. And you can see over there on the drip line, that's got a pretty good dent on that too. So, because I have more time to work and more time to video, I'm going to try to do weeklies to get myself more views, more friends. And I come across a dilemma which is really bugging me. It is so stupid too. Let's squeak in here. It's up front where the dilemma is. Before you get there, I just about finished in here. I got a little over here to do, but what a pain. Whew, literally. It was not easy. Oh, wouldn't you know it, I forgot the board. Cut! Okay, here we go. So, my dilemma is, I was originally, if you can see here, the board was cut here, and I was going to put a section in here thinking that it would give it like a gem look. But then, in the rush of things, I decided, screw it, and I'll just put in a triangle here. But every time I look at this, I always think it's just wrong. That it really does need to be this gemstone style. I don't know. I think it would look better. I just need to cut from here to here, here to here. So, you know, it's things like this that really drive me nuts. I don't know, I don't know, jeez. I think the gemstone look would look the best. I think I need to do it because I keep thinking about it. I wish I could start grinding this out now to really get a good look at it, because it might be just because all these wood boards are oversized, you know, they need to be flat, a little bit of round on them. But a lot of that, of course, is still green in there, the epoxy, and then I got a spray foam, so if I grind all this out, then I'd have to go around. Ooh, you guys are getting close. Then I'd have to go around cleaning and wiping everything down, because the surface has to be, you know, dust free and clean, and so that the spray foam will stick. So that seems like way too much work. And that's where I'm at now. I don't know. Stay tuned and find out what decision I've made. I guess is all I could say, but I wish I could have your guys' opinion right now. Feels like somebody's biting me. Alright. Well, I did it. Screw it. And I think I now see that it was definitely needed to be done. It was a part of the original plan. I could definitely see that it would have been, it is the way it needs to be. You know, compared to that, to this, is a huge difference. Definitely huge difference. I think it's much better. I'll just sand this off flat, put in a piece of wood, call it done. I have to do it now before I do spray foam, but as you can see here, this is the way the plywood is on the inside. I don't know how it's going to look. I think I'll keep a triangle on the inside though. I might not have as much insulation right here, but it's not going to make a difference. But this is definitely the way. And also, if I come across branches, it'll push the branches off easier. So there was always that. There's always that to justify. Oh, that was a moth. There's always that justification. Alright. Decisions made. That one was a tough one. Because it means more work. And I shy away from physical labor. Alright guys. I'm liking it. It's done. It's not done very well. Big gap, but we'll fill it in. This is all getting covered with fiberglass, and you know, I still have to cut it and shape it. I just whipped this together real quick. Lack of time, but yeah, I do like it much better. A little blood. It's gonna be blood, sweat, and tears. Cut my pinky. A little better than a paper cut. These edges that I sanded off were sharp. So I'll get in there, vacuum it up, throw some epoxy in there. So hopefully tomorrow, I'll be able to get on that insulation. Yeah. I mean, today's not over yet. I mean, I still got plenty of time to work, but I'll get it ready for insulation tomorrow. Alright, I think I'm ready to do some spray foam. So, I got some cans already shook up. That's the gun I'm planning to do in here, so I could get this back down on the ground again, back down on the here, not the ground. But she's all vacuumed up and should be ready to go. I did some prepping. I did the hole for the battery charger. Even though this is going to be basically permanently attached to the truck, I'm still not going to drill holes in the bed of the truck for any reason, because one of the beauties about this is that if something changes in the future, I can just remove this whole camper and still have my pickup truck practically the same as it is now. So I'm putting the wires through there. I should probably show you now. So how I have it now is you can see the wires coming up here and they go into the camper there. And basically I'm going to do the same thing, but the box is going to be here, so the wires come up and they go in. More on that later. Stay tuned. And I got the marker lights measured and figured out. Hopefully it looks pretty good. Here is the hole for the backup camera dash cam thing. And one of the things I did is I got these little Tupperware cups. Here we are. So Rubbermaid, I guess they're not Tupperware. I don't even know if Tupperware still exists. It's a pyramid scheme, so it's probably gone now. But I got this, and I cut this top off the lip, and I glued it on there. I'll still have to cut a hole out on the inner skin plywood, but I now have a place to push the wires in. So if I ever needed to change the light out, I could still pull the light out and put in a new one. And I was trying to think of what to do with that, but this worked out. I think will work out just fine. Got a little spot for the, cricket. Got a little spot for the backup camera to come through. I drilled the holes for the wires. The wires, some of them are going to go down to the bottom of the truck. Some of them are, I haven't drilled this yet because this isn't going to get, this is going to get spray foam, but this doesn't need it. So the wires are going to run in these beams eventually. Just haven't drilled it yet. Why make mess yet now? Over here I figured out where the water, the gravity fed water intake will come. That's right here. And this is for my shoreline power. I drilled the hole so I can find it later. And this is a wire that goes up, and that's going to be for both the vent, the air vent, and the only lights I'm going to have in here are these two lights that I already have in the camper. No thing up front. There's no reason to have light up there. So that's all prepped and ready to go. Am I missing anything? I think I'm not. I think I'm all set. Yeah. So let's make this happen. Once you get started spraying, it's hard to stop. Because if you do, you have to clean the gun out with this stuff. I went with Stanley, by the way. Kind of funny, these little dents on the can. I don't know where they came from. But you clean the gun out with that. And the reason I went with Stanley, it does cost more. But you could go with there's cheaper spray foam out there. The foam is the same. But it was the gun that got good reviews, where the guns on that cheaper foam, people complained a lot about it clogging and not working correctly, but Stanley got good reviews, so I said screw it and I went with a Stanley. But the foam is a foam, so you can get cheaper foam. It's not like I spent more, but it is a Stanley product, so obviously I spent more because they cost more on everything. So, yeah. I'm going to get my Tyvek suit on. Get all my PPEs on. They came with these goggles. And they're pretty lousy. One, it's got like a sharp edge here. Probably should clean that off. But you see how the edges are bent in? It doesn't fit very well, but I'm going to use it because I don't have anything else. So I got Kydex suit, one of these masks. It came with a 1095 or with an N95 mask. Couple of rubber gloves. Oh no. Okay. Be honest with me. Does this make my ass look fat? Just water. I'm supposed to mix it with water. Alright, let's see how this works. Woo! Not bad. Oh. Well, it's going to need a second coat, but that's pretty cool. I'm sure once I really get into it, I'll figure it out a little better. It's going to require a lot of cleanup too, but there we go for now. So I get it now. You do not want to squeeze the trigger fast, hard, or all the way. So check it out. These things are wasted. bad. Not bad. That's for the ceiling too. Yeah. All right. I think it's pretty safe to say I got a little crazy with the cheese whiz. But not bad for the first coating. Definitely put it on way too thick. But some of this is going to need to be shaved off. And some of it's going to need to be resprayed. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's already quieter in here. Front looks maybe a little better. So, yeah, there we have it. Let me finish up this video. My plans next are to start prepping for fiberglass, and which means, you know, sanding off the edges with a little fillet, not fillet, fairing. Now I can say fairing. The little fairing over these holes, so you don't get pinholes in the final fiberglass coating. Yeah, and I've got to cut up pretty much all the plywood, so that's the following plan. I got to wire this thing up and get the sheets on the inside, the windows on. I purchased a new mattress, which is awesome. I even bought a new quilt. That came in already. Mattress hasn't made it yet, but it's just a trucker's mattress, 5 inches. It's a twin size bed, so. Alright. Well, battery died. But nice and solid. Ready for a second coat. A little too late now. But I just wanted to say thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.